80s. So the King's Road here is a buzzing environment with loads of people out in the streets enjoying themselves, getting ready for a great night out. And I'm here to visit a place called the House of Flavours. House of Flavours? Surely I should live in that house. The elegant surroundings seem to take you in as you gear up for a fine dining experience. The decor clearly gives a glimpse of our dish, and the photo frames of Desi spices in their distinct avatars adorning the walls, which they have fondly termed as the Wall of Flavours, particularly attracts attention. So as you can probably see behind me, House of Flavours has a huge and really well-stocked bar, and they have a matching menu with loads and loads and loads of different drinks, from wines and spirits to beers, local beers, Indian beers, all sorts. But what really caught my attention was a range of lassis, really unusual flavours. Mango and ginger lassi. You've got mango and caramel lassi, strawberry and coconut, sweet yellow lassi, but I'm going for the date and banana. Date and banana lassi? Gotta be a new one. Since we're in the House of Flavours, and they're a very Delhi-eyed style restaurant, we're going for their famous starters, like the juicy adraki lamb chop, the salmon tikka, and how can we forget the world-famous tandoori chicken, which they incidentally call batika murg. Adraki obviously meaning ginger. So, in fact, let's just start with that. Let's just take a bite and see if that ginger flavour really does come through. Look at that. No effort whatsoever. And straight through. Like my teeth were like razors. Oh wow. No, that's really tender and moist. Lots of flavour of the tandoori coming through. But that is really good stuff. Oh, that's effortless eating. Absolutely effortless. Right, what should we move on to next? Let's try the salmon and see what we've got. Wow, look at that. Really chunky salmon that should theoretically just flake. Oh, there you go, just breaking up there, flaking away. Look at that, nice and soft and tender. Let's pull it apart. Look, wow. And the colour in there is just stupendous, really. Amazing. Really, really nice. Could do with a bit of lemon juice, but I guess that's up to everybody. It's your own kind of personal preference. I like a bit of lemon on my salmon. Some people don't. But to me, the lemon helps to just cut right through and gives it that kind of a little bit of saltiness and zing that it needs. Right, now to see if this chicken really does live up to all the expectations. Does this taste like tandoori chicken from the old streets of, or the streets of Old Delhi rather? Let's just cut right through. Really soft. Easy to cut through. It really does. It really does. This is no normal tandoori masala in a packet. You sprinkle them and leave to marinate for a couple of hours. Of course, that will work as well, but it won't be like this. No way. This is something else. There's some secret recipe in here. Oh, that's really special. The House of Flavours opened 2 years ago, and it's been popular ever since. And one of the main reasons for that to happen is the partners in crime, Chandar Ahuja and Kulmeet Rekhi, who between them have 36 years of experience running restaurants and kitchens. So will the House of Flavours deliver the flavours for its main course? Let's find out. The first dish we're going to try is the chicken lababdar. Now this is chicken cooked with cashew nuts. Now the cashew nuts have been ground to add a lot of flavour, and they also help the consistency to thicken up the sauce. It looks great, it smells amazing in here. This restaurant is really busy at the moment, I've got to tell you, but it's very noisy. I hope you can hear me, but I'll take a little bit of that, put it on the side of my plate there, get a bit of the sauce as well. Now, having mentioned that the flavours there are completely authentic and there's no fusion of flavours, ginger and date naan is something that I found on the menu. That I've never heard of before, ginger and date naan. I've heard of Peshwari naan, of course that's got raisins and sweet things and bits of nuts, etc. But this, I've got to try, something different. So let's just break that open, there you go, look. That's completely different. So that should give me a bit of a sweet flavour as well. And had a bit of the sauce. It's not as spicy. It's very, very tasty indeed. Really, really super delicious. And but the naan is also a bit deceptive because I've got the sweetness of the dates and stuff in there. So the chicken is really, really super well cooked. It literally just comes apart. What a great dish. I would order that. Let's move on to the masala gosh takatak. And why is it called takatak? Because that's the sound they make, because of course they make it on the griddle, on the flat plate, or the tawa. So you must have seen them getting their knives and takataking, takataking, takataking. Yeah, that's a good sound, right? So let's have a little taste of this. So, let's see if those flavours are as striking as I'm expecting them to be. The meat, once again, the meat is just literally falling apart. Well, now, really powerful. Almost tastes like whole spices, which have just been ground up and added there and then, because it's really gonna like bang in your mouth. But it's the kind of flavour you want. If you're looking for real, authentic Desi flavours, that's it right there. And it's not chili. Add more chilies. Ask them to add more chilies if you want them to be. If you want it to be really hot. Just right for me. Perfect. House of Flavours has an exquisite collection of dishes from India. These delightful specialty dishes are the fruition of the labours of their chefs who have journeyed here from different regions of India. However, there's a clear bend towards the masaledar flavours from the north of India. There you go, House of Flavours. This is the kind of place you want to come to when you know exactly what flavour you're looking for. And that flavour is North Indian. It's really good. It's a huge place, loads of great ambience, loads of fantastic stuff. This place makes it onto this week's Desi list. From paneer shashlik to Kerala-style prawns, from mutton rogan josh to tandoori delicacies cooked in the earthiness of the clay oven. Every dish seems to be an exceptional mix of spunky ingredients and different cooking techniques. Each region of our dish has its own flavours, and even the spices they use are their own concoction made from scratch. And we've experienced all of that firsthand on our visit to House of Flavours, papadums and standard tandoori on our visit to Reading. Desi food outshines other cuisines from around the world because of its regional and cultural diversity. Yes, indeed. And